Join us at www.ShieldTutorials.net for more HTML tutorials. Hello everyone, this is Burton Designs from ShieldTutorials.net, partners with StealthForums.org and UnleashedGaming.org. Now, today we will be teaching you how to work with HTML tags and some CSS tags. So let's actually get started right now while we wait for community forum to load. As you can see, the content keeps getting smaller and smaller, and then right here is the normal size content. And as you can see, there's also a black bar that's dividing both the content, or all the content. Let's go to the file, the HTML. Alright, as you can see, I've inputted style type text CSS. What this does is it specifies whether or not for example, what color the background is, or the alignment of the text. And as you can see, I also have the body color over here from the last HTML tutorial. And you can see all the content, all the header tags, the heading tags, and the regular size span style with the content. Now, I've left this blank so we can work in it right now. But before we do that, let's go specify what each tag is. So the first heading content is the biggest one of all. H1 tag is the biggest heading tag. H2 is the second biggest. H3 is the third, and so on, all the way until the sixth heading tag, which is the smallest. What BR is, this BR tag right here, is a line break. It just makes it separated. It separates it farther than normal. For example, if we actually do content space content, hit Control Save, refresh, as you can see it says content. I apologize for the noise in the background. That's someone knocking on something. Alright. Other tutorial just finished rendering. Alright, well, if we put the BR content, or the BR break, the line break inside the put the line break inside the content right here, it will break the content right here. But let's say you remove this and you bring this content right back up, it actually stays the same. Now if you break it down one line, it stays the same because there is no specification for a line break. Now let's go remove that and add that line break again. What an HR tag is it's a horizontal line. Well, that's what this is. Normally this horizontal line would be really thin and hard to see, but as you can see over here in the style, the CSS, I've specified it to be at a height of 5 pixels. The background is black, and the border radius, the curve on the edge over here, it's no longer a square edge, it's a radius of 8. Now if you actually go and remove that and make it a 0 pixel radius, it goes to a square, as you can see right here. Now let's go back to the span style over here. What you can do over here is actually, instead of CSS, you can go to span style and just do your CSS in there. Now another way to do this is you can do the way to do this is using the CSS format right here. The normal break over here is the semicolon, which will separate each each element here. Now if we go font family, and let's go take away the curves on the edges of the content here. We'll just do Helvetica sans serif. Now if we hit semicolon and then control save, refresh, as you can see the font style has changed. Now you can also change the color and just about anything. So let's go actually change the color to white. Change the display to block. Padding to 5 pixels. And let's go add a background color of black. Sorry, I'd rather use hashtags than the entire hex code instead of actual letters. As you can see, we've already changed everything, and the width of the span is the width of the page. So what we can do to fix that is go to width colon. Now you can change the width to about 80 pixels, which will specify it to be 80 pixels wide. And as you can see, it's not centered. You can center that wherever, however you want. I'll show you the center tag actually right now. It's just open tag, center, close it, and then close the center tag. Now if you want everything centered, all you gotta do is place it at the very top and don't even close your center tag. But it causes a lot of complications. And as you can see, now that we've refreshed the page, it centered the content. So that's just about it. You can actually take this background right here, the background color, remove that, go to the body tag, go background, hashtag 1A99F1. This is a good cyan color. And as you can see, the background didn't change. That's because I've removed the background from the body tag and placed it in this style, the CSS style. Sorry. Now, if you want to specify class, what you're gonna do is you're gonna type in dot and then type in your class. We'll just put class. So this specifies that if, for example, you want a link, you don't need to put dot class. You can put just a for the link. Open it. We're gonna put the color is going to be white. Text decoration is gonna be none. And we're gonna close that. For a hover effect, like whenever you hover over the text, it'll change. So we're gonna go a colon hover and open it up. You can change the color to whatever you want. You can, for example, you can change it to black. Put the text decoration as bold, or not bold, overline. And we're just messing around here. We're just gonna go ahead and change the opacity to 0.5. We'll go over what each of these mean later. And actually, let's go add a link here. The tag for a link is a href equals open quote, and then type in your link. So we're just gonna put in a hashtag because we have no link. Close it. You're gonna put your text, so we're just gonna put content. Close the a tag. Control save. And refresh the page. As you can see, it's right here. And whenever you hover over it, you have a line that goes over, and the opacity changes, the color changes too, and that's just about it. So let's go over what each of these means. So the text decoration would be like underline, overline, the strike through or blink. Blink actually doesn't work. I don't think it works in Chrome. Oops, my browser locker. Here's Unleashed Gaming, by the way. No internet to go there. Alright, the opacity is whether or not, like, the transparency to see if it's transparent or not. So we actually change the opacity up to 9. Refresh this page. As you can see, it doesn't really change at all. The lower you go, the more transparent it becomes. So we just went to 0.1. It becomes really transparent. 0.2, 0.3, and going up makes it more darker and less transparent. Color is actually text color. It's the font color. The background, of course, is the background. You can do this several ways. You can do background dash color, background dash image. You can do it multiple ways. The height, of course, is the height of whatever you're specifying. We've already went over border radius, which is the round edge. Text align is the alignment of the text. It's right there in the name. Come on. Now, if you want to do the style, the CSS, you're going to need to type in the tags style, and for HTML5, it's already rendered out as CSS. You won't need to type in type equals open quotes text slash CSS close quotes, and you don't really need to do that if you're using HTML5. If you don't want to put it in here with the actual HTML document, and you want to open it up in a new, for example, a new external file, we're just gonna highlight all that, hit Control X for cut. We're just gonna delete this. To import an external file, what you're gonna need to do is type in open tag link relation equals style sheet, close the relation, type is text backslash CSS, close it, and you're gonna type in the link for it. So we're just gonna do css.css, and we're gonna close that. And of course, you need to place that inside the head tag, the header tag, so it knows where to find it. We're gonna Control S. As you can see, we haven't created the CSS file yet, so we are gonna go ahead and refresh the page, and it changes everything. The line width is not even that high. The content, you can't change the text, and this is centered because you have it centered inside the HTML file. But let's go and open up a new tab here. Hit Control V to paste all that in. Now you can go ahead and hit Control S and save it as a CSS file, or you can go up here to Language, go to C and CSS, hit Control Save, and just let's go name it CSS because that's what we specified it as in the link. And if you go ahead and refresh, everything goes back to normal. But let's say you want to put it inside a folder. Let's go find that CSS file here. Alright, let's say you want to put it in a folder. Let's go create a folder, new, and we're gonna put tutorials for this folder. Drag the index in here, and if you open this up, oops, because we've moved it around, we need to close that out. Open it up in the folder, and as you can see, everything is back to being blank. In order to fix this, what you're going to do is you're going to drag your CSS file into the folder with your index file, your HTML file, and just refresh, and it goes all back to normal. Now if you're going to put actually we need to close that out because we've moved the files. File open with Notepad. Let's go close the CSS file so we don't get confused here. Close this index file so we don't get confused. Alright, since we've moved it, all we gotta do is I lost train of thought. Alright, since we're gonna move the CSS file into a new folder, we're gonna type in CSS for the folder. We're gonna drag this into here, and if you refresh it, of course it's gonna disappear. You go back to normal. No, okay. We are gonna open up our CSS in Notepad++. Alright, to specify a folder, what you're gonna do is you're gonna type in your folder name, CSS, and then you're just gonna go ahead and do \. And what this does is it specifies the folder as to where the file is. So since we have it in CSS file right here, or a CSS folder here, all we gotta do is, did we save it? Yes, we saved it. Alright, refresh the page, and it works like normal. So that's pretty much all that I have for this tutorial right now. We will have more later, so don't be afraid to find us again on ShieldTutorials.net, of course. Our partner is stealthforums.org. Here we have general forums, just about anything and everything. For Shield Tutorials, we have our community. We can't open it because we don't have internet right now. But our community it's mainly about tutorials, helping other people help other people. It sounded weird, but yeah. Next time on our tutorial, we'll be doing a Favicon. Now what this is it's the image up here in the tab. As you can see, the Shield Tutorials and the Stealth Forums have two different favicons, and the default favicon is a regular page. So we're going to change that to whatever we want. So that's it for this tutorial. I'm Burn Designs. Peace out.